First, love is great, love is wonderful, but speaking to the men, marriage is also a business. You have three brains, one below the waist, one in your chest, one in your head. Always use the one in your head to trump everything. So let's do some simple math. Say you're married, we're going to use low numbers. Your wife is bringing in $50,000 a year. You're bringing in $50,000 a year. That's $100,000 for the household. So let's say your tax bracket is going to be about 22%. So y'all only going to bring in $78,000 a year. Okay, y'all can live good off of $50,000 a year. The other 28, take 18 of that, give it to a professional to invest. Take the other 10, live life, go on vacation, do what y'all want to do, and build y'all money and wealth together. That's how you start off, and you keep adding to it over the years. You know, the more each partner puts in, the less likely they're gonna leave each other because, especially when your woman sees that, dang, with him, I'm making way more money. You know, if she has 50,000, you have 50,000. It's way different for her to go there and invest 28 or 18,000 versus y'all together and invest in 18, 28,000. It's totally different. So y'all invested building together, and the more y'all put into each other, into that marriage, the more you put into the marriage financially, the more you put into the marriage emotionally and mentally, there's less likely you're gonna leave it. So, case in point, let's look at Sandra and Elvin. They are learning from Cliff and Claire. Cliff is a doctor, Claire's a lawyer. Do you think that they're spending all their money? No. They are learning from them how to build inheritance for their children. So you got Cliff and Claire who were able to pay for Sandra to law school and all this other stuff. Even paid for Elvin to go to med school, but they paid for Theo to go to Greece, paid for his education, paid for Sandra to go to Princeton and to Paris, paid for all their kids' education, paid for all their kids' lifestyle, paid for their own lifestyle, paid for their own trips, and they've been building. They got insurance policies. You know, when they die, they're gonna leave a lot of money that they built together and continue to build with their investment portfolio, and it's gonna be passed down to their children. That's great. That's wonderful. And then their children is gonna add to it and then pass it down to the next generation because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're building. You're building a family financial structure. You're building a foundation that's going to supposed to continue for generation after generation after generation. Now, because if you're not doing that, then there's no real reason for you to get married. If you just get married because I like the person, y'all might as well just date. You know, basically, your marriage needs goals. Plan your marriage. People plan their weddings, but they never plan the marriage. You need weekly, monthly, and yearly goals with everything and track everything so you can see the progress. Marriage is a career that pays in the most beautiful way if you respect it and if you appreciate it. So when you marry young, right, you get to start this process young. So that gives you decades upon decades to build your wealth together. That's why you marry young.